Hello and welcome back to Drama Queen. This is a channel where I will be talking drama about those chatting drama about the drama. So without further ado, let's talk drama. Well, if you've read the title of the video, you already know who this is about. It's about none other than Adam McIntyre. Anyway, I ought to give you just a small little bit of backstory about myself before we get into this. Now, I used to live in Brighton for a long time, moved away for a short period, came back to live in Brighton, then moved away again. But I still go down to Brighton as regular as you like for my holidays and long weekends, to meet friends, and we go out to all the pubs and the clubs on the gay scene, just have a really good time. Now, Adam came onto my radar, should that be gaydar, via a friend in America. She knew that I used to live in Brighton, and she also knew that Adam supposedly lived in Brighton, so she said, "Have you heard of this Adam McIntyre chappie?" So I went and looked him up on YouTube. And I have to say, the first video I saw of Adam, I think he was in Paris. I thought, oh, doesn't he brush up well? Know what I mean? Anyway, the more videos I watched of Adam, and I watched a lot, it was like a rabbit hole, you just fall into it, and I watched loads of videos about Adam, the more I kind of got concerned a little bit, because I thought, this guy is so arrogant and up his own arse. You know, he seemed to have this tendency to manipulate the truth, if you like, or shall we just cut straight to the chase? He had a tendency to lie a lot, I thought. And also, what is it with all those pets he's got? I mean, how can he look after them properly, gallivanting off all over the place like he does? I mean, what's he got? 3 cats, 2 dogs, and that poor French bulldog. I watched a video of his where he was saying, "Oh, I think my doggy is ill. He eats too fast, perhaps." And then he gets this special bowl that's supposed to slow them down for eating and what have you. And then he puts this absolutely humongous amount of dog food on this thing. And also, there is no water for the poor thing to drink. You need to give them water to drink. And then his cats. His cats don't have a proper litter tray, do they? It's one of those big old plastic boxes that you use. And he's filled it up with whatever he's filled it up with. That's got to be full of cat piss and cat shit. And must stink to high heaven. And that brings me on to another thing. He says he's a clean freak, doesn't he? Always cleaning, bit of a clean freak. Yet in his videos, you see him sat there in front of his computer, and his desk and his computer are dirty and covered in thick layers of dust. In other videos, you see crap lying all around the place, dirt and stuff underneath seats and old clothes. I mean, his apartment really is an absolute mess, isn't it? He's not a clean freak, not by any stretch of the imagination. Anyway, I made one of my usual trips down to Brighton for a long weekend, and whilst I was down there, Adam was fresh on my mind, so I started asking my friends, "Have any of you heard of this Adam McIntyre chap?" Loads of them said, "No, who's he? I've not heard of him." And those that did know Adam weren't very complimentary about him. They thought he was arrogant, rude, manipulative, condescending, always bigging himself up, lied a lot, was generally manipulative, and they just did not like him. One of them made mention that he likes to call himself an internet celebrity, but in reality he's an internet nobody. And some of my girly friends said, "Oh, there's a few girls that hang around with Adam, but they don't really like him either. They're only hanging around with him because of what they can get out of him, but they don't like him, apparently." Anyway, on my last trip down to Brighton, I was in Revenge nightclub, and I bumped into Adam. Yes, that's an experience I really don't want to repeat, and yes, I did find him arrogant. And another thing, he used to like doing in his videos, didn't he, these mugger hugs. Be glad you don't get a mugger hug from him, because the man smelt. It's like he hadn't washed for days. The smell of BO was overpowering. The body had, oh my word, absolutely vile. So, moving on. As I've already made mention, Adam has a tendency to lie a little bit, doesn't he, in his videos and stuff. Well, this last week, he's really landed himself in it with one of his lies, hasn't he? Apparently, on his trip to VidCon, he bumped into Eugenia Cooney. However, I and a lot of others quickly picked up that this was another one of Adam's lies that he likes to tell. And lo and behold, Eugenia Cooney has made a video outing him and calling him a liar because she wasn't at VidCon. She was at home in Connecticut with her mum. Even Keemstar has come out and said he thinks Adam is lying. And Adam, the thing is, you claim that other people saw Eugenia. You claim you were with a bunch of journalists and that one of them also spoke to Eugenia. Here's the thing, Adam. Why aren't they backing you up? Why don't you get this friend that spoke to Eugenia to back you up and say, yes, I saw her and spoke to her too? Why don't you get your other friends to come out and say, yes, we saw Eugenia? You won't, because you can't, because no one spoke to Eugenia. No one saw Eugenia at VidCon because she wasn't there. Was she, Adam? Also, I think it is further evidence that Eugenia wasn't there by the distinct lack of other people, you know, the thousands and thousands of people that went to VidCon and went to the parties. None of them said they saw Eugenia there. No photos have come up of Eugenia at this VidCon, and you can guarantee that if Eugenia had gone to VidCon, people would be mentioning it, people would have had photographs. But there is none of that, Adam, because it is simply one of your lies that you keep telling, only this time it's come and bitten you on your arse, hasn't it? Anyway, just a few more things before I go. I have to say, from watching all the videos of Adam that I have, from meeting him briefly and from talking to my friends in Brighton, I have to say I really do think Adam has a narcissistic personality disorder. He really does fit the diagnostic criteria for narcissistic personality disorder like a glove. He really does. If I could impart just a few words of advice to Adam, it has to be grow up. You are not going to win friends and influence people by being arrogant, rude, manipulative, condescending, and lying all the time. Adam, if you don't stop behaving in this way, you will end up dying a sad and lonely old man. Thank you so much for watching my video. Could I ask you please like, comment, and subscribe. Much love, Drama Queen.